Hello everyone, this is Professor Hill, and this is a short video for our class, Introduction to Ethics, Philosophy 2306, here at St. Philip's College. And I'm talking to you today. It's Sunday, June the 10th, 2018, and we have our first assignment due tonight at midnight. Again, this is the very end of week number 1 in our online course, and I see from the discussion that I've been following, people are really wrestling with some of the very difficult ethical issues that are wrapped up in our case study involving Jenny Lake. It's a difficult case, and I wanted to start off right out of the bat with one that is this complex and this difficult, because that's a lot of what ethics is about, is trying to wrestle with questions, and again, difficult ones like the one we've got tonight. And that forces us to look at our most deeply held values, that the principles and guidelines that we use and that are the foundation of our own ethical decision-making process. And believe me, this case study does that. It's not an easy one, as people have seen right off the bat. And there's a lot of disagreement, and that's okay. My chief concern is going to be using the key definitions and concepts from our textbook, Doing Ethics by Vaughn, and applying those to our thinking, to our arguments, to our discussion about Jenny Lake and the situation she found herself in. Now, I got to tell you, like I said, the assignment's due tonight at midnight. Lots of people have already turned it in and done. I'm going to go through them all tomorrow on Monday the 11th. And I'll work through and grade them then. And I try to go a little bit easy on the first one, just so that people are still getting a handle on it and what's expected, what's appropriate. And listen, I can already see that. Again, this is an open discussion. It's not like, this is an assignment you're turning in and I'm giving back to you in confidence. People can see what you've done. And so far, there's been a pretty wide range. Now, look, I can tell you that I said at the beginning, I said in my message on June the 4th, right as we were getting started, that I was trying to stay away from minimum and maximum word counts in terms of the discussions. I may live to regret that, but I said in my message that most would fall between 250 to 1,000 words. That's just the minimum in terms of 250. I didn't want to draw a line there. But my thinking was, if you're trying to wrestle with the issues of the case, clearly identify those issues, and then bring to bear some of the concepts and terms from our chapter, and demonstrate that you've read the chapter, you've mastered the material, and you're incorporating that into your response, that's going to take at least 250, 300 words. And I think that's true. So you need to do that. Look, because I got to tell you, going through, some of the responses have been great. There's one in there that cites the chapter. It wrestles with the issue. It clearly lays all this stuff out. It cites the pages from the chapter, which you're not required to do, but in terms of incorporating it in, it was a good idea. And this one student's written over 850 words, and it's a well thought out, well reasoned, detailed, comprehensive account, and I can tell you it's a model answer. There's also one that is very short, 4 sentences, 85 words. That's not going to be enough. You got to do more than that in terms of the initial responses. Now, look, if you're responding to somebody else who's already posted their initial contribution to the discussion, their little mini essay, then look, that's fine. Those can be short answers. Something along the lines of 2, 3, or 4 sentences is probably fine for a response to someone else. But when we're talking about your own initial contribution, it needs to be a little bit longer, a little bit more formal, and at least, again, this is the main thing where people are losing points, or they're gonna be tomorrow, is not incorporating the lessons from the chapter. You've got to have the book, you got to read it, and you got to bring that to bear on the case studies. That's the whole point. Now, look, like I said, I'm happy. People are doing that, and there's some great responses. And look, I also understand this is the first one we're doing, so I try to be a little bit more lenient at the beginning. Uh, but we got to figure this out and make sure that our next, because again, we're going to be right back into this. We're going on to chapter 2, and the next case study is due on Wednesday night. So we're plowing ahead, and just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Now, I've been responding to individual requests. People have had questions about their responses, about the textbooks. I'm trying to sort out those things as we go along. And again, most people are doing really well. So most people have got the book, and they're reading. They're finding the time to read the book, to think about those concepts and applying them. And by the way, I hate to say this, but you've got to be doing all of that to get ready for the final exam. You're going to blink, and that final exam is going to be here. It's already posted up. You can see already that what you're going to need to have from the book for the final exam. Never hurts to start thinking about that final. Pull it down, look at it, start to keep that in the back of your head as you go through the readings and work on the case studies. Okay, like I said, that's it for today. It's Sunday afternoon, the 10th. I've got some other work I'm going to try to get through and then answer questions. Again, as always, if you got any questions at all, just let me know. And hopefully I can help you work through this material. And again, just make sure you're doing a good, comprehensive job and giving a nice, good, full response, and you'll be fine. So take care. Talk to y'all again soon. And I hope you're having a good weekend. This is where I am this weekend, so I feel your pain if you're also at work this weekend. Anyway, take care. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.